I think the near-death experience, everything that you're doing and sharing what you do is very helpful too, because it's like a pre-death death,
Mhm. Yeah,
and you
yeah.
sharing that, and everybody sharing their death experience is helping people, who are going to die, with
Yeah.
understanding that we have an afterlife. It's not an end like religion or other belief systems like to teach us. So I kind of wanted to go into, I know you talked about your relationship or your thoughts on Jesus. Would you share a little bit about that? Because I think that's really important to know that um, dismantle, the belief systems around that topic.
There is so much more that I want to know about Jesus, not the stories, not the what I grew up with and what I've been told, but of the real real Jesus. And I'm reading a book right now by Richard Martini, The Greatest Story Never Told. He does hypnotherapy, and he has all of these people under hypnosis that had something to do with Jesus or with him at the cross, and that he's put these stories together, and I'm finding it fascinating. I'm finding it so much more. I find myself closer to Jesus in reading this, and the possibility that I was there as well. It's because we do go through many lifetimes together, and the close association, the feeling that I have, I think is not unique. I think but I think I have spent time with Jesus before, and I have a very sacred experience that now you asked me because I would not have brought it up myself. Um, but it's hard to talk about because I have such a love and um, sorry, I don't know if I'm able to talk about that um, right now. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay. No, I understand. Yeah, because like I know, it was just the topic of it where you were saying, how religion portrays him in the wrong lights, and
Mm,
it doesn't do him any justice,
yes.
for them.
Yeah, and that
Mm,
that is a relationship that I pursue um,
mm,
because I feel him as my older. He's my older brother. He's not a deity, and he does not wish to be worshipped. Um, One of the things that he asked me is if I would just walk beside him, not kneel before him, but walk beside him. And
mm.
I've heard that from several people in their meetings with Jesus that he wants us as teachers beside him, but not. I had said, I want to touch the hem of his garment because I had heard that so many times growing up. That was a sign of humility and respect was I'm going to kneel and my wish is just to touch the hem of his garment. And it is not what he wants. It's almost brings oh, earth words. It's not anger because he doesn't get angry, but that no, please do not. That is not what I expect to
Mm.
be worship. Doesn't like it at all.
Yeah, and I will share an experience that I had
Okay.
with that. So as a child, like I've always known what they were saying was not true. Even the Last Supper picture portrait,
Mm,
they say, no, that's not a female, that's not Mary, that's not, that's just another male, but I knew the difference and I knew the
yeah.
truth. And one of my shamanic experiences with Jesus, he comes in with healing when I do Reiki and things like that with people,
Mm,
but also a very personal, deep one that I have that I don't really talk about because people will be like, yeah, no. Is he literally was in the space with me doing shamanic work, and he washed my feet. I didn't wash his feet. And
that's
I'm like, oh my God, are you serious?
that,
And so these are things like I don't get to talk about them very often. So, and it's beautiful that I get to talk about this with certain people because who get it, you know. So not everybody
what
understands it and
that's
gets it.
what I couldn't talk about, girl. It's so special to
Hmm.
have to try and think of the most respect that I could give this man is now being bestowed on me. No, no, I'm going to kneel at your feet and wash your feet. Um,
Hmm.
sorry, it's really hard to talk about, but it's thank you for bringing it up because that's exactly it. It's and we're having those experiences. He loves us so much. He respects us and what we're going through here. This earth is a service. It's hard, and he knows it's how hard it is.
Hmm.
We're we're going through it, and he loves and respects us for it. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, now I can stop crying. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah, they were letting me know to go ahead and share that with you because
Mm,
it's not something that I usually share. So
mm,
I hope
yeah,
hope that's
yeah.
helpful.